Alright, so this video is just for you. If you are in ranks, I would argue around gold to, I'd say, platinum. This video right here will surely help you either get to platinum or get to diamond, or maybe both, depending on how fast you learn. My name's Strafe. This is a tutorial that some of y'all wanted. Alright, so you're gold. This is gonna be pretty simple, but you're gold, right? You want to rank up, and when you get to platinum, right? And you're wondering, what do I do? Well, let me tell you. First of all, what I don't want to see, and what I do see out of a lot of golds, is people trying to like, this is probably what your air dribbles look like. And now I'm not gonna lie, some golds can air dribble, but that doesn't mean that that's the thing you should do to get out of your rank. See, what you guys should really be focusing on, well, it doesn't matter the division you're on, honestly. 1 through 4, anyone in gold shouldn't be really looking for much air stuff at all. Maybe the occasional save pack, but nothing too crazy. What you guys need to be doing is practicing your dribbling. So hop into this free. This is not free play; it's private match, but this is just for the good color. But hop into free play and just play with the ball like this. When it's tap the ball, and then try to get some dribbles. Right. And once you feel comfortable with that, you want to try to learn how to start flicking. All right. And once you learn, like, just that motion alone could get you into a higher division, right? Just the tapping. And say you can't get the ball in your car, do like this little sway stuff, right? Because 1, confuses your opponent, and 2, it helps you just have better understanding of the ball, alright? And say you're doing this, you can't get it on your car, boom. You can just bounce dribble it, right? That's what you guys should really focus on, I'd say, in gold. That's what you guys should really be looking at when you play the game. You shouldn't be looking for crazy stuff, nothing too mechanical. You guys are at a rank where it's just make or break, because I've seen a lot of golds thinking that they could, not saying that they couldn't, but thinking that they can do all this and be all super fancy, when in reality that's not necessary to rank up to your next division or rank in general. Just learning this simple process over and over again, that alone can get you to the next rank, at least for golds. It's probably the best thing you can also do. That's the best thing you can do. You could also learn some further bounce dribbles where you get clears. That's also really good to learn clears and to learn some harder saves. I'd recommend saving packs. So you can check the, I can't say much for PC, but for console players, no matter which console, I would just check the training packs that it allows you to get and just look for hard saves or uncomfortable saves. Those right there are really helpful for any rank, honestly, to get better at their saves. But for golds, it's simple. Just work on some good old bounce bangs or off-wall shots like this. Like anything that you're in control, but you're also having power. That's the greatest way to get out of your rank. It's to have control, but to also have power. If it's bouncing like this, just do a good old bang. It doesn't matter if it goes in. Just try to bang the ball, right? Get front flip flicks like that. That one's really helpful. If the ball's up the wall like this, don't just do this and then try to flip off it. That's a little bit higher stuff, right? If the ball's coming up the wall, something like this, if someone's up like this, right? You don't want to jump off like that, because then you're already uncomfortable as it is. But if the ball's like this, you want to go around it. That's what I do, and then I play it. That's a lot harder to do in actually situational when it comes to the backboard. But that's what I like to do. I like to try to go around it. Now, sometimes I do bang it out, but that's because I just know how to, right? But say the ball is up like this, right? And it's out. The chances are your opponent isn't going to be able to do what I can do. They won't be able to make it bounce and then start doing this. They're not that guy, all right? So chances are, if you play confident near the ball, but not chasing the ball like that when it goes up there, when it bounces, you can do that and then confuse them. And then also, patience is just key in every rank. Say the ball is up here like that, right? And they're closer, and you're just boosting towards it, right? That's not smart. What you want to do in cases like this, right? If it's bouncing, you want to play like shadow. Say they're on that boost pad over there. You want to, for example, say the ball's like this, and they're middle right now. You don't want to go towards it and try to get it to jump. What you want to do is you want to try to shadow all the way over here. And if they shoot, right, you can either, if you're confident enough, insta turn but jump if it goes high, or you can play a bit slower out here, so then whenever they shoot, you can do a little jump, or you can hit it out, right? Those are some really good tips to just get out of gold in general, right? So that's really what I recommend, and all I have to say for gold at the moment. I can go into a detailed tutorial on how to just get out of strictly gold, but if you want that, make sure you leave a like. Now, let's move on to our plats. Good day, seeing ya. So, we have 2 types of plats. We have the plat that goes up the wall, does one of these, and gets really cocky, quite frankly, and have a high ego, right? Now, I myself have a high ego, but that's just because of my mechanics that I've grown. But I don't want to be a bad leader, right? And I want you to learn from what I did and what I should have done. So, when I started out, I was around silver, I was bronze a few times, right? But then over the years, I got better. And I got obsessed with this. Just like the thought of mechanics, just being the best at them. And as of right now, I think I sit with combined across all different platforms and stuff around 5,000 to 6,000 hours. So, we're just going to split this up. The first 2,500 to 3,000 hours, I'd say I spent 90% of it trying to go up and do this stuff. And for Plaid, like this right here, this is really all you need to do. You don't really need to be going for crazy resets. I'm not saying don't go for air dribbles or simple stuff, right? But make sure you know the basics, because that's really important. If you go into just trying to get better and trying to go pro or just doing anything, don't go and play the game like this. This is not necessary, honestly. Now, if you have a YouTube and you're trying to do some cool stuff, I'm not saying if you have the skill, shouldn't, but if you want to personally rank up and improve and not blame your teammates 24/7, just focus on the simple stuff. You guys pretty much know some of the basics. You've probably watched a lot of tutorials, but this one right here, this is really just going to tell you it's straightforward. You guys just need to really work on getting those bounce dribbles too, just like the golds. Bounce dribbles are one of the most OP things that you can do. At times, like you need to work on some good flicks like that, staying close to the ball, right? Just simple stuff like that. Things that you're confident in. Make sure you're also confident. I know it's hard to be confident. I'm not confident a lot, but make sure you're confident. Do get a bounce, right? Also, this is for every rank and anyone that watches this. When you guys are on the ball, right? Say someone's in their net right now, right? And you're going up. Make sure one ball cam is off. This is ball cam off, right? This is ball cam off. When it's like that, then you have it on, but like, make sure ball cam's off. This is off right now. You see how much I can see now? You can't really see too much in front of you, but that's just about getting control, just to understand where your teammate is, right? And or opponent. But this is ball cam on. You might think it's easier, but look how it's so much more shaky when it's on my car than it is when I ball cam off. So make sure you have ball cam off when you're doing for any type of dribble. It doesn't matter if it's a bounce dribble. It doesn't matter if you're doing this. And if you're about to shoot, you can possibly turn it on, but that's if you're comfortable. Now, this is really important. For people that think that this is all going to be easy one day, it's really not, okay? It can be, depending on how much you play. But it's practice, right? It might be boring at first. This is straightforward. It doesn't matter if you're plat or you're gold. And you can hit crazy stuff like this and just do crazy stuff. That doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's about being consistent. You might be able to do that and might think, oh, I don't want to waste my time doing this in a circle for 10 minutes. Well, guess what? That alone will help you get better at your flicks. And then guess what? Then when you're in a game with someone who might even be a smurf, you'll be able to do something they wouldn't expect just because the fact that you practice your flicks, right? And I'm not talking about, oh, you said practice my flicks, I'm bored, because I have ADHD, trust me. And then you're starting doing this stuff, right? Like you're platinum. I'm not saying you can't, I'm saying you shouldn't. If you really want to get to that good old diamond, it's the best thing to do, is to just focus on the simple flicks. And if you want to get better on air dribbles, you want to really air roll as minimal as possible. I think that's how you say that. Right. So, for example, me, I am currently, I could show you, well actually I can't show you because I'm in a private match, but I currently sit champ 2-4. I will show you guys at the end of this tutorial. Right. This is how I go up a little bit. I break a slight bit every time, going up the wall, making sure you have space, but not flip reset space, because you just want enough space to do stuff, right? And now maybe it makes it hard to do tutorials, but I try my best, right? But break for a second and then follow up. You really don't need to, I'm not air dribbling or air rolling at all. And now I am directional, right? So I have left and right bound. I'm not as good with right, obviously, as I am with left, but break a little bit and then go up, all right? Minimal air roll, literally just the stick alone. It's really all you need to get it in the net. There's a lot of people out there, GCUs and more, that hit GCU and or SSL without really air rolling at all. They got no mechanics. Now there are some people that go up with the ball, which is also smart if you know how to do it, right? Look at it. Look how little I'm air dribbling and how controlled that is. You don't need to go up the wall. And let me show you what you don't need to do. You can, but it's really not smart. You don't need to go up the wall and be like this the whole time. This is so unnecessary. See how I lose more control, because when you're doing that, it's moving the ball in your car. But like, if you do this right, get one little arrow and you get a good touch, readjust with an arrow. Look how controlled that was, right? Also, I would even say near plat 2 to plat 3, half flips. I'm not the greatest at them, right? But that's what I would recommend at least trying to learn, right? Simply start like this, hit turn around, you flip cancel backwards, simply. Alright, I'm on PlayStation, right? And what I do, I'm holding reverse, right? I swing my controller backwards, or my joystick, swing it backwards, and then I put it backwards to forward, and then air roll. I personally air roll. I think you can do it without air rolling, but backwards to forwards. Whenever you see this part go up like this, you don't want to instantly do it. When you see the lights up like this, that's when you want to go forward. See that? And sometimes you can boost through it too, but that's how you half flip, by the way, if you're curious. But you plats and golds, just be sure not to do too much. You don't need to learn how to do all this. I'm a champ, almost champ 3. I learned this because I spent too much time doing it, and I could have honestly been a lot higher ranked if I didn't over the rest 30,000 to 2,500 hours, 95 to plus % of the time practicing, just trying to do better comp. I used to never play comp. I really don't play comp as much as it is. I play a lot of cash. I'm a cash sweat. This because I'm too scared to play comp. That's because the comp's lemon, right? I'm on PlayStation, and I don't, there's some Switch GCs out there, guys. Yes, I'm not saying that when it comes to the people, oh, it's always my teammate. You might be right. But there's always some improvements that you can make on your own. You always have the opportunity to improve. We all do, at all times. No one's perfect. It doesn't matter. Zin's not perfect. Zin makes mistakes. It's all about improving the best that you can and continuing to grow on that and being confident. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope this blows up. God willing, subscribe and share. I'd really enjoy it if you did. And before we go, I'm going to show you guys my rank. As you can see here, I'm currently sitting at Champ 2 to 4, Diamond 3 Division 3, and I'm currently unranked right now, but I peaked Diamond 2 Division 3 or 4 in 1s. I'm at my peak right now in 2s, and I peaked, I think, somewhere between 1180, 1190 in 3s. So Champ 1 area. I'm champ in tournaments. So yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it. And let me know down below if this helps you guys. This has been Strafe. Peace out.